Let's talk about some of the greatest weapons. Now, I only want to bring up a few of them, so don't freak out if your weapon doesn't make this list. Okay, so first, obviously, we have the P90. I mean, of course we do. It's the Excalibur of guns. Next up, we have the Galentine, which is basically just a space Excalibur for space ninjas, or any of its equivalents. And then we have something a little bit unusual. We have the Leaf. I'm dead serious, the Leaf. That was gameplay footage of Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. It's a 2D Metroidvania developed by Bomber Service and published by Playism. And I know that I've frequently said in the past how sick I was of 2D Metroidvania games because how overdone they are, and how they kind of downplay the need to have stuff like fancy graphics cards and an abundance of RAM. But I played Momodora, at least this particular Momodora, way back when I was less tired of it. And I had a great time. I really enjoyed this game, and I kind of regret not playing some of their other games. Reverie Under the Moonlight was the first exposure I had to Bomber Service, but they've made other games. Minoria is one that springs to mind, and I never did get around to playing it. Or Momodora games that came before Reverie Under the Moonlight, but that's okay. Because recently they put out a new game, Momodora Moonlit Farewell, and to be honest, I'm absolutely excited. I cannot wait to check this game out. So I don't know how I feel about tying the dodge to stamina, and I can definitely tell that the leaf doesn't have the same impact that it did in Reverie. But the atmosphere in the music and the charm in the characters and the enemy designs, the pixel art and their animations is still very much there. What I've played so far is pretty good, and it seems to be a bit more on the RPG side as opposed to the stereotypic Metroidvania platforming, which didn't have too much context behind it. It was more about traversing the levels and dealing with the enemies and bosses. So this focus into a bit more of a narrative is very interesting. I will say I do recommend this game, but more than anything, I recommend you check out their prior games because this one is loaded with spoilers. And the older games are most definitely worth your time and attention. So if you're going to get into Momodora, I do like this game and I'm excited to see where it's going, but I have to stress, don't start with this one. You're not going to know what's going on, and they make a lot of references to previous games in the series. But what do you think of what you saw so far? I want to hear it down in the comments below. Are you a fan of Metroidvania games, or do you think that they're played out? And are you familiar with the Momodora series? I hope that I'm not the only person who's ever played these. I want to hear about it. As always, thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video.